Hello, hello, hello. Make we rest for church matter for now. Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody doing? Make we drink water drop cup. Because all these pastors, if you follow their case, you no go do anything. Hello? Anybody home? Anybody home? How we doing? Anybody home? Hello? Good evening. How is everybody? Hey, Doopsy Thoughts, how are you? Compliment of the season. How is everyone? Hey, I have decided, let us leave church people for now. Let's leave church. I will come to them maybe at some point tomorrow. At some point. But let's focus on our focus for now. I don't want to ignore this story between what's the name of this guy? This Harrison Guameshu. That story is going, and a lot of people, there's quite a lot of interesting things to talk about. There's a lot of lessons there, and I want us to talk about it. I don't want to ignore it. So, how is everybody doing? How was your day? Shey una don chop New Year rice? Abi na New Year ram? Una don chop asun? Me, I don do na so turkey I dey do. Na New Year turkey. I just dey make turkey pepper soup. And then I started my ginger shots. And make you see. You are tired. Yeah. Are you working today? May dance, are you working? Me, na Monday we go resume our reality. I don't clear. Everybody's eye don't clear now. By Monday we shall come back to our reality. We are coming back to our reality on Monday. Oh, you are not working. You're probably just catching up with family, right? Okay. So, it's been this is the 2nd of January. They say January will go sweet. Now from what did they call it? January that will be interesting. It is from midnight of 31st of December. Now we go see them. And I think that's what we are seeing already. I know I'm so tired. I'm tired myself. That interview that was done on Auntie Aduni's show, we'll probably look at that tomorrow, because there's a lot of lesson. I want to talk about it I want to wear my professional hat and talk about it tomorrow. I'll probably do it in the morning tomorrow at some point. I'll do it in the morning tomorrow. So join me. I want to analyze it from a professional lens. Because and kudos to Bolu for telling a story, but we'll talk about that tomorrow. Let's focus on I want to focus on Harrison. Now, you see in Nigeria, the way they regulate. Oh, Doopsy, how are you? Yeah. I'm definitely going to talk about it. May dance. Akuku Siam. I saw it. I'm going to come into it. Just give me some time. I would sit down and analyze it. But that interview, there's a lot of lesson, and I want to wear my professional hat to do it. There's a lot of lesson to learn. Now, you see this. You see in Nigeria, the way our system regulates things, the churches, NGOs, which we call charity in the UK. The way charities and churches are regulated, or religious bodies are regulated, is a big problem. And we'll continue to have a lot of problems until the government regulates things properly. And until things are regulated properly. I remembered, I think back in, was it 2010, 2011, myself and one of my friends of blessed memory now, we wanted to set up a charity, an NGO. That's what you call it in Nigeria. We wanted to set up NGO in Nigeria, and but I had to pull back, of course, because of my professional standing. And I'll tell you why I pulled back. I'm very, very passionate about setting up charity. Sorry, I keep saying charity because that's what we call it here. To set up an NGO. Back then, I was very, very passionate about it. And the reason why I'm quite passionate, a lot of you who are following me, you would have heard me. Obviously, I've not necessarily told my story. I've just talked about it in snippets. I was quite keen to set it up. One, because I was quite I'm always very interested in children and children and parents. And my passion is more around widows and their children, and that is stemming from my own experience. Like those of you who have been on my show, I've said, I know you probably would have heard me say, my dad, I was 5. I was almost 5 when my father passed away, and that was 81. I was 5 when my father passed away, and it was, at the time, we used to live in the UK, and of course came back to Nigeria. Everything happened, grew. Next thing, from UK we found ourselves in Nigeria, and of course funeral. Everything was all, the way things go, right? So 1 minute everything was fine. The next minute, we found ourselves, and I remember my younger one was just over a year when my father passed. The youngest was just over a year, and my mom at the time was 28. She was a young 28-year-old lady, and I've always kind of had that kind of empathy because I guess it's very easy to say, oh, this should not have happened, this should have happened, but until you wear the shoes, not necessarily wear the shoe as a widow, as a widower, but life throws lemon. There are so many shades of lemon that life throws on our table, and you don't know how you will react until you wear a shoe. And for me as a person, obviously it then meant I had to go and stay with my aunt. At least to the best of my knowledge, I went to go and stay with my aunt. That was what I understood initially, but of course subsequently, I got to understand the real reason why I ended up in my aunt's. And of course, at 18, I never had a boyfriend. I had male friends, like, of course, hung around with boys and stuff like that. But I never really had, I never did Kerewa until I was 18. And that was just because that was what I wanted to do. I wanted to be an adult to do it. And of course, I fell pregnant. So that again put a twist to my life. Not because there was anything, of course, being 18, that was not what I planned for stuff. But I tell you, that was my best decision. So I had my child when I was 19. And I know I was not, naturally, I'm a very strong-headed, like you will say Shana stubborn pikin, you will call me. I was very stubborn. Well, not stubborn. I wouldn't even say stubborn. I think I'm just that kind of child that I face my reality. It's not. I wouldn't even say it's stubborn. I think it's just I know what I want. I face my reality, and when life throws things on my table, I accept it for what it is, and just I don't sit down dwelling on, oh, this is what has happened. I look at how do I snap out of it. What do I do differently? So a lot of times, people who do not know me from a distance, they see me to be, oh, she probably premeditated what she's done. But that's not the case. I was listening to Bolu today, and she said something. She said she could be in the midst of people, but she likes being on her own. And that was something, and when she said that, I could so resonate, because I'm someone who likes my own company. I enjoy my own company with passion, and very easily I like my own space. I don't mind being in the midst of crowd, but I always crave my own space. And a lot of, I come across in a very difficult way, because people who know me or even siblings and families, I'm saying to be hibernating, but that's not the truth. It's just life. That's how I know how to manage things. When I'm overwhelmed, or I've always been a child who enjoys my own company. And like I said, I think it's based on when I lived with my aunt. That was what I knew how to do. Even though I was living in a family home setting, I wasn't necessarily part of the family. So I learned to understand that I am myself. I'm all by myself. Even though I was in a home where, artificially, there was mommy and daddy. That's my aunt and her husband. And artificially, there's my aunt and her husband and her 4 children, and there was this domestic staff. But the truth was, even when I had all of that around me, my auntie has isolated me. So I don't know how to. I really do not know how to mix up in crowd. I get very overwhelmed being in crowd, and it's very interesting because the kind of job I do, is people facing. I always have to work with families. I have to work with children and family. So it's very interesting how I switch professionally, but away from being a professional, I love my space. I could be in my house all day, and you wouldn't even know I exist at home. That's how interesting it is. I remember when my son, when we're preparing for my son's wedding and stuff like that. Yeah, everybody was calling and stuff. I just like my space. I think that's the best way to put it. So anyway, and because of the way I grew up and the things I saw, I wanted to give back to the society. More like, not necessarily give back as in, yeah, obviously we're empowering, but it was more, for me, it was more of, I wanted to give back in the sense that I wanted to start educating, people. My passion was more around young parents, young parents, because I feel women should be empowered, and of course, again, it's quite tricky because the women around me, they are all very strong women. Okay, as much as my auntie was my auntie, she is also a woman of strength. I've always had those. All the women around me are very strong women. Even my mom, in her own way, she was a very strong woman. There were things that my mom put up with that I don't know if I was in her shoe, if I could have done that. Okay, but there's also that saying, you don't know how strong you are until being strong is the only thing you know. Okay, so I was going to set up an NGO. Myself and my friend, we came together. He kind of had a similar kind of story with me. He lost his mom when he was young, and he had to grow up with his stepmom, and life dealt with him. So the plan was, okay. So we just met by chance, and of course we talked about NGO and stuff. So we wanted to set up the NGO in Nigeria, and then we found out that setting up an NGO, you have to do it through CAC. And our own idea of setting up NGO, from what we wanted to do, the way the NGO is being set, the way NGO registration is done in Nigeria is done in a business model. So it's not necessarily done it's not done in a charitable way. It's registered in a business model, whereby, yes, it's an NGO, but it's actually a business. So, and I didn't want to do it that way. And that's because I understand how NGOs are run in the UK. I understand how charities are run. Yes, we could look at finances, we could look at social enterprise, but that was not the sole purpose of it. The sole purpose of it was to empower, young families, and also, young, maybe like teenagers, teach them sexual reproductive health, reach out to like widows, how to empower widows and widowers, because I wasn't looking at just the female, I was looking at both male and female. And we had our plan, we had everything all sketched out, but only for us to find out that the easiest way to do the way registration is done in Nigeria, it has to be done in a business model. So because of that, I pulled back. I told my friend then, I said, I'm sorry, I can't register an NGO this way, because it opens it up. Hello, Diaspora Diva. because registering it as a business opens me, it opens it up for easy fraud. You understand? Because it makes us not accountable. That's just the truth. So when I saw the case of Harrison, and I've seen a lot of NGOs in Nigeria. I understand how NGO is done, because I've had interactions and projects to do in Nigeria, so I understand how it's done. And so when I saw the case of Harrison, I wasn't surprised at what I'm seeing. Okay, but then while Harrison has to be accountable, but at the same time, it's high time the Nigerian government start rethinking how NGOs are registered in Nigeria. Otherwise, we will continue to have a lot of fraudulent acts around NGOs. Because one thing I understand in Nigeria is you can set up NGO, like you don't feel the way the system registers NGO, it doesn't make the owner of the NGO to be accountable or to feel the need to be accountable to the public. Unlike in the UK where I live, where we call it charity, so it's the same as NGO, where you are accountable from day one. Every penny that passes through your NGO, you will have to account for it. You have to state where you got it from, who donated it. You have to prove. You have to prove your source of financing. Okay? And I'm greeting everybody as you're greeting me. You have to prove your source of financing. You have to prove what you're using your finances for. Your account has to be transparent. It's mandatory. It's not anything you can hide. And that's why, and also if you look at it from the angle of church, in the UK, the churches are registered as charity, which is your NGO. It's like registered like an NGO, where you are mandated to be accountable. But in Nigeria, churches are registered as business. If you are registering anything in Nigeria, it has to go through CAC. That's, I think, the Corporate Affairs Commission. I think that's what CAC stands for. I think. I'm not 100% sure. But I just know it's CAC. I think it's Corporate Affairs Commission. I think. So when you are registering it, no wonder the pastors, they see the church as their own business. Okay? And no wonder they do not feel the need to be accountable. And that's why when they now come abroad, when they come to the likes of United Kingdom, for instance, I will use United Kingdom because that's a system I understand. When they then come to United Kingdom, what you then see happen is they struggle with accountability. They struggle to understand that level of accountability because there is a lot of scrutiny on them when they are here in United Kingdom. But in Nigeria, there's no scrutiny. Is what they declare. That's what it is because it's registered as a business. And that's the same thing too with what's the name? That's the same thing too as well with charity, with NGOs. And one thing I think that also got me is, like, over here, I've worked for charity organizations. Over here, charity organizations don't just put out their account details anyhow. Okay? There is a funding process. And if you are receiving money from a donor, there is a way you have to register it. You can't just, thank you. You can't just register. Somebody cannot just donate money from nowhere. You have to document the money that is donated, who donated it, the name of the person has to be written, the name of the organization or the company, whatever it is, has to be written. And there is a documentation, even from that, whoever it is that donated the money as well, or donated check or whatever it is that they donated, they also have a record of it. So it's a two-way recording system. But hey, in Nigeria, from my understanding, when I see people say, we are NGOs, or they are raising funds, let us raise funds. People just come. They just come on social media and they're like, let's raise funds. They put account number there. Whether you even putting the account number of that person in United Kingdom, that is wrong. You can't do that. I don't get me wrong. I know people do within the community. That is not acceptable under the law, because we are all like in United Kingdom, we are bound by the financial what's it, FSA, Financial Standard. I can't remember what FSA stands for now, but it's a financial standard stuff. So you can't just you can't just collect money just like that. You don't just put people. You don't just put accounts anyhow. Who is putting this account out? Whose account is it? Who are the people who's raising this money? What are they raising the money for? There's a lot of questioning. FSCA, thank you. What are they raising the money for? You have to be very, very clear what you're raising money for. And if you are doing it as a charity, you need to be transparent about it. Otherwise, you will get into serious trouble. I remember, for instance, I think it was what's the name? I think it was actually, in short, very easy, very easy. Like in Scotland, the former what's the name? The former First Minister Nicola Sturgeon, her husband got into trouble. He's actually still in court. The husband got into trouble because the husband used to be the head of. He used to be the what's the name? I can't remember what it is, but he has a role in the Scottish National Party (SNP), and he was one of the people that manages the donations. And of course, there were irregularities with the recording of the finances. So that then raised kind of warm. Of course, Nicola Sturgeon, she resigned. She resigned from the angle of she had her excuse and everything. But obviously, as things began to unfold, it was very clear that her resignation was very, very. It was directly linked to her ex-husband, who is the guy is an ex-husband now. It was directly linked to her ex-husband. Okay. So why am I saying all of this? In Nigeria, we don't have that accountability. It's almost like, because even food bank. I see people do food bank in Nigeria, and they are putting their account number out, and they're like, donate. There's one popular guy that does food bank. The guy, people will go be donating. And one thing I always don't understand in Nigeria is the people just put account number out, and they will say that they donate. Now people too will just start putting money. You're not even asking, what is the money for? Okay, they are telling you, let's donate for this thing. How much do they truly need? And these are the things here in the UK that you need to be very, very clear. You can't just say donate. How much do you need? What do you need the money for? What is the time frame of your need of that money? And once you have collected the money, what did you use? You need to show, you need to evidence what you use the money for. But in Nigeria, even on social media, you see people, this person left her husband. Oh yeah, man, when I begin to donate, people will just start donating money, and I'm like, I always look like an alien when people do that, because I'm like, you are donating money. Okay, you are donating money for what exactly? What exactly are you donating money for? The person left her husband. So let's say someone that left her husband and they have children, why is it the public donating the money? Okay, so the question is, why are they donating money? Why is the husband not responsible? Why are they not holding the man, the husband, accountable, or the ex-husband, whatever he is? Why are they not holding him accountable? Why are they not going through a process to make him accountable? Why are you guys donating money? Some people will come, my husband we have not eaten, donate money. What are you donating money for exactly? And then you hear, after they donate all this money, okay, what did you use the money for? You'll be hearing, it's none of your business. After all, I did not beg you to donate money. You're like, really? Like, seriously? So anyway, in the case of Harrison, they said Harrison, number one, they say he's into, he rescue people. They say when people when nappers carry people, say na in they enter bush, they go drum. And the question me I asked, I remember when they arrested him then, the question me I asked, I say, first and foremost, I have a question. This Harrison, now police, is he an arm of police? Is he working for the police? Why is he the one going to go and negotiate with nappers? Where are the police in all of this? Because we have police system in Nigeria, we have security system in Nigeria. So why are they going to individual? Because when that is a crime, when a crime happens, police is the one you report to, not individual. As if that was not enough, they can't say he go carry chips. He has an electronic chips. And people were saying it, I could not understand how people were justifying. Well, anyway, in Nigeria, anything goes. Then people were justifying, he has chips, he put the chips inside waiting, he do this, he do that. I'm like, what you guys are describing, do you actually know that in the same country, Harrison will explain himself? He will legally have to explain himself. Then they said the guy, no be smart in diaspora diva. Then, as if that was not enough, the guy can't carry English. He go enter bush. No be cho. This na that. I'm like, what is going on here? In the same country, where this guy foresee the English way they carry? As if that one self no con. Hey, good evening, honey bunny. As if that one no con reach. They can't say, Harrison, he can't they get fake currency. They say go put fake currency. In short, what they were describing, I was like, I remember listening to Very Dark Man, and I was like, what are these people saying? Do you know that what you guys all of them they talk na crime still na they describe, and all of them they talk in a very relaxed way. They say me I no understand the things of the spirits. I remember when I do show that time, people insult their papa, no be me. Nothing when they don't call me finish. What is your own? You don't understand. You sit down abroad. You are this, you are that. I say, okay, very well played. How individual they go negotiate with nappers? The question be say, how you taking know the people? I remember that time, Very Dark Man self, he say, when he was narrating that time, he said that the people people contact him, I don't even know the story, but I shall know that there was something to do with the Napa said they calculate money, they said they count the money no correct. I say, no be small something diaspora diva. No be small. I said there are some things they do. Shame they catch me to even talk. It's like I'm an alien when they are saying some of these things. So me, I was not like, hold on, no. They say nappers say they count the money. Now when they count the money, they can't realize that the money no correct. I'm like, are you guys okay? Who be the people where these nappers they follow they talk? Because I'm just imagining, like I'm in the UK. They say nappers carry people. Nappers can't they tell whoever it is where they tell. Say they count money no complete. He won't go this room like I can't they look, I say, maybe now only me. Because at a point it can't be like say, now me no understand what they happen. Exactly. That's what I thank you, Daddy. He said the person don't do one for 15 years. He said they even get work experience. No be small something. So I was listening. I was like, is it that I don't understand what these guys are saying? Because I had to go back and listen to it again. Some people said, let Very Dark Man do it. People were just saying things, and I was like, is it that am I lost? Or is it that me, I don't understand what they are saying? Because I was feeling like someone it was like I was in a different planet from what they are saying. When I talk, they say, say me, wait till I sabi, he guru, he gbara. I say, okay. Even the thing where Very Dark Man they talk, if na same country, he go come explain himself. The person wey tell am, how he and the person take follow themselves talk. When they tell am say they don't get 15 years experience. So they talk and they tell and say they calculate money no correct. In a country, in a normal country, no be small something. In a normal country, I can't begin to question myself. I say, is it that I don't understand what they are saying? Shame. I say shame can't they shame me? Then the next thing, I now went to the guys, because me I don't know Harrison. Up until that time, I didn't even know who he was. I now went on his social media platform. I reached there, I type his name. Facebook I see am, Instagram I see am, I say the videos wey I see and the pictures wey the posting wey I see, I say crime scene ni bobo yìí ń ṣe yìí, baba crime scene lele, and police all of them dey look this guy. I'm not saying the family no contact VDM. What I'm saying be say all the thing wey they describe in the same country. See all this guy, what these people they speak. It's just because Nigeria is what it is. In the same country, all of them go benu see Mike. Anyway, so long and short of it, sha. Next time we come see àwọn alátẹnu yeye British. Some of them come begin the right. I stand with Harrison. I did this. I did that. I shaking it. All of them shall they put their posting. Before we drink water drop cup. People were posting. They stand with him until they hear from him. He's a good man. He's a kinikan. I say, this is very interesting. In the same country. Okay, my question be say, how the guy take Sabina pass? They say he don't take way, don't they do one? He get cheap, he get this. I say, okay, how he take know them? And okay, they said he has a special way of doing it. How did he get, what is his business with these guys? Is he one of them? How does, there were a lot of questions. There were a lot of questions that I had in my head. I actually had to walk away from that case because I just thought, he bless say I no be normal person, because the question where they ask, it can't be like say I know they normal. That was how bad it was. Inside the exactly a diaspora diva, because they say go inside bush. I can't even see video where they do no be church. Here and some guys they carry English for hand. Hey, I say wonderful. Where una for see the English una carry? Hey Bimbo, good evening, how are you? Where una for see the English una carry? Are you licensed to carry this thing? What is the capacity? You are carrying this on what capacity? I remember say I dey ask that question. Nothing way they no call me finish or the man. Anyway, long and short of it, they say they arrest the Harrison. Before we know wetin dey happen, in lawyer come begin dey speak grammar. Before we say Jack Robinson, they release the guy. As they release am, the guy too come begin dey do pepper dem gang. I say okay, this pepper dem gang wey this guy dey do, wetin dey happen? Guy no gree talk anything. Anyway, as a very dark man, say very dark man. A very dark man, a very dark man. Na so the guy, na so very dark man come release he say him get some people wey the Harrison wey he gba. I say Harrison gba yan bí báwo? How he take gba àwọn èèyàn? Who he gba? Where he for gba them? Now they say no, he gba very dark man is just trying to, they turn am to, they say na rivalry between very dark man and between that very dark man and Harrison. I say okay, whether na rival, whether no be rival, at least we go wait, we go kuku hear the cocoa of the matter. Anyway, na so very dark man come release part 1. Very dark man come release part 1 of their story. Now he say he get one guy, say the guy in 2022 the guy buy land. As he buy land, Harrison come, the guy he buy land for Owerri. Now the guy come feel say they scam am because the wetin be the name? He feel say they scam am because the people no quick answer am. They say the guy is abroad. I don't know the kind of abroad, but he shall dey abroad. So the guy then contacted Harrison. I don't know he shall contacted Harrison that Harrison should help him handle the case. That because obviously he's in wherever he is in abroad, and the land where he buy, the people where he buy land for, they do am corner. Now Harrison come tell am say him go charge, say he go help am with the case, but he go charge 2 million naira. Now the guy, of course, the guy is in a tight corner. He needs his land. So anyway, the guy shall pay. Harrison carry account number give am. He tell am say they go write petition. They go do this. He shall tell am the protocol around it. And so the guy carry 2 million naira. He carry and pay for inside account number wey they give am. But one thing that was very interesting was some of the account number, there was one that was Harrison's account number. On another time, na account number of another person Harrison carry give am. Meanwhile, Harrison dey on him page. If you go and look at his page, he paints the impression that he does all of these things for free. I even remember when they even arrested him. When they said they were arrested him or whatever they did, I remember him doing a video saying that everything he does it for free. But if you are saying that you are running a charity, that you are doing something as a social activist, why do you need people to donate money to you? That's your civil responsibility. So if you are doing this thing, if you want to do it as a charity, as an NGO, why not register a proper NGO? And then, because they are putting account number, and I think this is a lesson for Nigerians. That is if people will hear. They say that those of una wey dey America, they say una sabi, e be like say money dey scratch una for hand for those of una wey dey America. Because they say na una be the customer. Even for pastors too, na una be customers of pastor. They say na una any little thing, come and donate money. Na so that other guy too do. Wetin be the name of that pastor, Agbala Gabriel? Na so that one too come. Wey dey ask people, oh yeah, come and donate money. Na so dey ask, come and donate money. He wan feed people. They wan build house. They come build shop for una head for social media. They will call you guys, oh yeah, we need to donate this. And you people are not even asking questions. I say, okay. Make you no be say, because sometimes I look like an alien. Make you no be say I don't know wetin I dey talk. So anyway, na so we shall dey look wetin dey happen. So the guy now paid 2 million into his account. Now let us hear the story. Voice credit to Very Dark Man.
Alright, so on the 30th of October 2025 at about 7:30 a.m., this account, Anyi Frank, sent me a DM on Instagram, and it says, Harrison Gwamnishu defrauded me. Good morning, VDM. Now, hours later, I saw the message and I responded to him. I said, una won't dent that guy now. I said this because Harrison don't start to get acknowledgements. The public don't engage on in activities. So I said, una won't dent the guy now. Come on, bro. Please stop it. This work where we struggle for, it no easy. Why would you put this on him? Please let it end there. Because I did not believe. Right? Now, the guy said, I swear to God. I believe he wanted to say, I swear to God. He said, I swear to God. I have been writing you since last year. I swear to God. Then I said, scam you? He said, check your FB messages and see. Then I said, how? I don't use FB. The messages are too much. Then he responded. He said, okay, make I write you there now. Talking about Facebook. That means if you write me, I'll see his message at the top, then I'll respond. He said, make I write you there now. Just check now. You go see my message from last year. Then he also responded to the message I wrote earlier, where I said, please stop it. This work where we struggle for, easy. He responded to it by saying, I have no reason to lie against him. He immediately sent me screenshots of the message he sent me on Facebook last year, which was 2024. Right? Now, this is the message. He said, good morning, brother. As you can see, January 18, 2024, at about 8:42 p.m. He said, good morning, brother. How are you doing? So I saw the message. Please, I have a complaint about Harrison. He scammed me. I have been trying to reach you even via TikTok and blah, blah, blah. Then he continued. As I read it, and I said, how did he scam you? Because I have seen it. He said, check when I send you. It was 2024. I confirmed. Then I said, how did he scam you? Then he started narrating the whole story. Then he said, On the 15th of July 2022, I contacted Harrison Gwamnishu via Instagram to help me about a land matter, and he responded 16th of July 2022 asking me what happened. I gave him details of what I'm going through about the land I bought in Owerri. At Owerri. He told me not to panic, that he can handle it very well, and also will recover the land for me. I was happy. And then he said to me that I will pay him 2 million naira to recover the land. I thought about the charge for a whole day because the charge was too high. But not looking at the amount he charged me, I decided to give him what he asked for so that he can do the recovery. Then he said I should pay 1.5 million naira first to balance the remaining 500,000 naira before police mobilization. He sent me a Zenith Bank account. The guy put the Zenith Bank account, Harrison Gwamnishu, Zenith Bank, where I transferred 1.5 million naira. Then I said, message should come with receipt. When I said that, he responded with 100%. I have all. Even your lawyer is aware, talking about Barrister Deji Adeyanju, because I tried reaching him. I tried reaching you through him. I guess that's what he was trying to write. Then I said, send chat proof and transfer proof. Then he now said, okay. When he said okay, he now sent me the first chat proof of him and Harrison Gwamnishu, the first time he contacted Harrison, January 15 at about 5:22 p.m. on Instagram, where he said, good morning, sir. My name is Mr. Ifeanyi Franklin Naji. Please, I have something I want to tell you. If you can help me handle this, because I'm tired of being the person outside Nigeria. Being a person outside Nigeria is really stressful and oppressive. There's something I'm facing, and I don't know if you can help me out. On this, because I'm really tired of everything. Then Harrison responded on the 16th at about 6:52 a.m. Drop it, sir. What is the issue? Now, if you remember, I asked him, I said, what is the problem? He should tell me what happened. Now, he said, but first, let me tell you what happened, then I will send you receipt. The message go long, but I go cut am because I no fit send long message here. Then he started. Again, he narrated everything, but this time with extra. He said, on the 15th of July, 2022, I contacted Harrison Gwamnishu via Instagram to help me about the land matter. He responded on the 16th, asking me what happened. I gave him details of what I'm going through about the land I bought in Owerri. He told me not to panic, that he can handle it very well. Also, we recover the land, and he will recover the land for me. I was happy, and then he said to me, I'll pay him 2 million naira to recover the land. I thought about the charge for a whole day because the charge was too high. But not looking at the amount he charged me, I decided to give him what he asked for so that he can do the recovery. Then he said I should pay 1.5 million naira first to balance the remaining of 500k before police mobilization. He sent me a Zenith Bank account, which he paid to what he earlier said, but this time he added extra. He said after a few days, he told me that the petition is ready, meaning the petition Harrison wrote to the police. He said the petition is ready, that he should balance the sum of 500,000 naira. So that, Harrison told him, pay 1.5, you balance 500,000 for police mobilization. So I continue. After a few days, he told me that the petition is ready, I should balance up the remaining 500k. After paying him the money, he sent someone to Owerri for the case and told me not to give the person any money, as I have paid for everything concerning the case. The man came to do and also told me not to tell the man how much he charged me. The man's name is Tony Ibibo. So instead of Harrison to go on with the case, Harrison sent somebody else to go to Owerri for the case. Then I continue. Immediately the man he sent arrived Owerri, he started asking for money for police mobilization again. After Harrison have collected 2 million naira, 500,000 for police mobilization, the person Harrison sent is now asking this guy for police mobilization, hotel fee, and all that, which I made it clear to him that he should contact Harrison for anything if he needed for the work, because I have paid Harrison for all. The man started telling me that Harrison did not give him any money, and he called him several times for money, but he didn't respond, like I paid for work. That I should call Harrison myself. I started calling Harrison. that I started calling Harrison, but he refused to pick my calls and he stopped replying my message for more than 1 month. So what I did was to start spending another money since the man he sent is in Owerri. Since the man he sent is in Owerri already and the case is on, I decided to sort out whatever it is till I hear from Harrison again, which led me to spending over 500k to the man he sent for work after paying him 2 million naira. So after all the money he paid to Harrison, started calling Harrison no pick. Immediately this guy got to Owerri, right? I will also post what I sent to Harrison then. But we'll continue. After all the expenses and the stress, the man, Mr.
So the long and short of it is, this is the first case. Hold on. This is the first case. The guy with the land. And you thought, okay, Harrison is going to come back with, you would think, okay, Harrison now needs to defend himself, right? And guess what? After the guy has accused Harrison that, look, I've been trying to call you, you blanked me, I've paid money for the service. Like I said, if it's a system where things work, there's no reason why Harrison will not be accountable. But guess what? Harrison's explanation around all of this. Listen to Harrison's explanation.
I want to thank every one of you for reaching out to me. Those of you commenting on my page, dropping messages, calling me, and everything. God bless you so much. One thing I have not done all this while is to block my comment section or stop you from commenting on what I post. All right, I allow everyone to drop the negative and the positive comment they have. All right, because when something happens, people bring in different kinds of accusation, some bring in commendation, and a whole lot. So I want to first of all apologize to everybody who have supported me in the past. All right, my silence was not intentional. All right, I won't say I intentionally kept quiet and not to address everybody. All right, but I said I won't speak about the case that happened in Auchi, the case of the kidnapping, the man I went for in Auchi, and then the wife was released, the man was not released. I won't talk about it to anyone, not on the media, not anywhere, until the man is released. That's when I will speak, and I believe that has been my stand. All right. But recently, I've seen a very dark man came to social media to post about 2 or 3 cases, things that happened in the past, like 2022 below, that happened in the past. All right, trying to bring it up to because of what happened, this kidnapping case that happened. So fine, this one happened in 2022. Franklin, all right, he messaged me and said I should assist him for a land recovery in Owerri. All right, and cases I do for free for people are cases of indigent persons, people who cannot afford it. If you can afford, if you have the means to afford it, and you come to me for help, you have to pay for it. I've been doing that for people, and I've been achieving results. All right. So when he contacted me, I assisted him to get a lawyer. A petition was written, and then the case was started. Everything was going on well. Then, because I was going for election, I told him that I'm not going to be chanced. So he said, fine. I referred somebody to him, one Mr. Tony. I referred to him. So him and Tony was doing the case on their own. He did not give me feedback of what happened. He did not tell me this happened. Until after election 2023, he reached out to me and said that the money that was recovered, part of the money that was recovered, that police and Tony, Mr. Tony, took 10% from the money. All right, and that he's not happy about it. I said,
diaspora diva no be small something.
Recover money, they collect 10%. It happen everywhere for Nigeria. Everybody watching this video can testify.
Police collect 10%.
Recover money, maybe somebody is owing you anything. Sometimes they collect you money from you to give them something. All right, so he was angry that why will police collect money? I said that's how they do it. You understand? But please, you and Tony should see how to resolve it. He said no, that he wants to refund the money, and I said fine. Let me talk to Tony. So I spoke to Tony. Tony told me his own side of the story, that this is what happened, that the police collected the money and he transferred the remaining one to his account. That was what happened. He said, no, I should help him to get a lawyer. I said, okay, fine. I advised him, I said, The other way how we can do it again is to file a civil suit at the High Court in Owerri, which he agreed. And I said, fine, since you want to make a case now, the money that you collected from Tony, possibly send it back to them. He accepted. So Tony brought account, the money was transferred back to Mr. Tony. I did not collect one kobo from that 4.4 million naira from this guy. That was what happened. I got a lawyer, I paid the lawyer. He did not pay 1 naira to the lawyer. I paid the lawyer for him. This was after my election.
So what was the 2 million
case
for?
Was filed in Owerri, High Court in Owerri, and which he was present in the court because then he was in Nigeria. He was in court with the brother. We went to Owerri, we filed the case. Then when the case was assigned to a judge, the lawyer called me and said, I have been calling Franklin to show the bailiff the address where they can serve. But he did not respond. That was
the bailiff or the court clerk.
Later, I reached out to him. He said, my brother, that he was tired of the case, that the case was taking time, that I cannot wait again, that I should refund back the 4.4 million naira that he refunded back. All right, that is not ready to for the case again. I said, okay, fine. What you now do is to go and withdraw the suit that you have at the High Court. That took a lot of time. He didn't do that, and there was argument over that. I said, go and do that so I can be able to talk to Tony and the people who are with your money to pay the money back to you. Then I reached out to Tony. Tony said that he heard that this same man, Mr. Franklin, settled with the man he had issue with, that he has to come and pay them for the services rendered. That was why the money was not refunded back to Mr. Franklin. So later, people were dragging me for debt. Some persons I borrowed money from, some persons who were in my business crashed. I have a farmland in my community. I have a company registered.
That farmland too, I hear say that one self na Yahoo.
Who gave me money for business. The business crashed because my farmland was taken by a company in collaboration with the government. They took the company and they destroyed the farmland, and they started planting a palm plantation. That was what transpired. So I was in debt. People were calling me out on social media that I was owing them. And then the Franklin also went on that trend where it was dragging me on the social media too. This was in 2023, after the election, heading to 2024. So, and I reached out to him. I said, this thing you are doing, you think is the right thing to do? I'm not the one that took your money. He was still calling me scam via on WhatsApp. Then a petition was written for him, submitted in Abuja. The IGP, the office of the IGP, submitted a petition to CP Delta State to act on. I was invited by the police. I went to the police station. The session is a general investigation. It's still CID Asaba. I wrote my statement. I think the Stoney was also invited. He made his own statement. And they said they will call me immediately Franklin arrives Nigeria. Nobody has ever called me to say this is how the case is going, or this is what Franklin is saying. So later I got a call last year from Barrister Deji. Deji also added me on conference call with Franklin that we should that Franklin reported the case, and I explained my own part to Barrister Deji. And Deji said, because of my name, and since I was the one who brought Mr. Tony, let us see how we can resolve it together. I reached out to Mr. Tony on this same matter. The man was very ill. The money cannot be able to provide the money any longer. The man heard one thing, that since Franklin went behind to resolve with the man, that Franklin has to pay him some of certain money for his services rendered to him, because it was because of him that the money was recovered. So that was what transpired. So after I spoke to Deji, I also reached out to him on WhatsApp. I said, okay, fine, let me see how we can go. Let me talk to Tony and see. He was not even.
Hold on. Just listening to this guy, he said so much without saying anything. Abi, am I the only one who feels that way? Because all this story, I reached out to Deji, I do this, I do that, you collected money, you charge money for service. And by the way, again, this is what I'm saying about the way charities or NGOs are registered. Somebody will just come because some people know how to manage social media. because the guy, from what I can see, Harrison seems to know how to manage the noise on social media. He's known how to blow his presence on social media. And of course, even the Franklin that reached out to him, if you have a land dispute, you are meant to reach out to the court. But in this case, he reached out to Harrison. As per say, Harrison na activist. You know, say for Nigeria, everybody na activist. People will just come, I'm an activist. Oh yeah, donate money. They go begin to donate. Because there's no transparency, there's no accountability. That's why this Harrison has the guts to be talking the way he's talking. You charge, somebody reached out to you. You say your charges is 2 million naira. You now said, I got him a lawyer. No, you didn't get him a lawyer. The guy paid for his service. Una come dey do, and everything he's saying is just back and forward. And I contacted him, then I went to, then I came back, then I did. Okay, wait till you do. Where is the evidence of what you have done? Evidence no dey. Are you guys learning? Evidence no dey. Even the way he even started, my silence is not because of one thing. Because there is lack of accountability. When you collect public fund, people donate money to you publicly. When you collect public fund, you are meant to be responsible. And apart from that, the guy even has the guts. He said he's doing the election. Election as what? This is someone that has an antecedent. That I remember Parara doing a show, doing a video on him. They say he don't take with this guy. Don't they doing scamming level. Even the farm that he claimed he had, they say people that ceremony that farm business where he say he do. They say now so he buy all of them. The guy carry all of them, buy them. He carry them, buy them. From what Parara was saying, they said the guy mouth sweet. He just collect money. Even there's another lady, that one at 2000 and that one at May last year. The second lady that VDM presented, they say Harrison just come. He just went on what's the name? He wrote on Facebook. There's a boy. Him parents borrow money from Reverend Father. Reverend Father now hold the boy. He waiting. And the next thing, before you could say Jack Robinson, he started asking, he need help. He put account number for there. And a lady now, one of the ladies on the social media, whatever, that one carry 600,000, send, give am. How does it? The question I keep, when I was listening to this story, the question I keep asking is, how does he see all these victims? Because he was saying that somebody reached out to him, and one boy, his parents borrow money from Reverend Father. Reverend Father can't hold the boy as collateral. Like how? Okay, let's even agree that one happen. Why are you not contacting the police? Why are you coming on social media? You are want to rescue the boy as who? Diaspora diva, I won't be surprised if the guy, you saw this all this napping business. I won't be surprised if this guy is got his fingers dirty. Because I keep wondering, how did he get to understand? Because all these people are coming to him. All these people are coming to him. They are coming to him as what? Now, so he say the family is contacting. They say they nap their people. They are contacting him as who? He has weapon in his hand. Where he foresee those weapons where he gets? Are civilians meant to have weapons? Is that what the Nigerian law says? guy just run, and even the video he did, na cut and join. The guy said so much without saying nothing. He's not even remorseful. Even in the video, he was still lying. The lady that gave him 600,000. He told the lady, "I'm on my way from Asaba to Abuja. You dey go cross river. Why are you going to Asaba? Why are you going from Asaba to Abuja when you are going to cross river? Because it should be the other way around. You are even closer to cross river from Asaba than you are to Abuja." He said he's going to, so he has to go to cross river. He has to go to Asaba first, fly to Abuja, then from Abuja he will now go to cross river. And the reason why he was doing that, he said the road is not safe. You, when you dey enter bush, they go meet nappers. You can't dey fear road. You can't dey fear road Asaba to cross river to Calabar. You, where you get cheap, because his rationale for having those fake money is that he has a chip where he puts money in, and they use that chip to track nappers. Now, everything he has said, from the look of things, he's never been accountable. All this money that he's collecting, there is no accountability. What is he using the money for? No be small something, diaspora diva. What is he using the money for? Where he did, because obviously the guy is living a baby boy life. Go on his page, go and look at his page. Go on his page and go and look at his page. The boy, they live baby boy life. The guy, this guy no different from Nigerian pastors. The guy goes a sport they play. See this tour, see everything. The guy, they live fine boy life. Hey, on top of other people money. You don't already understand the scope. Say, you know what to do. I'm working. You carry video, you go do video. You will just go do video. And of course, from the look of things, he's very good in editing. You go do video, put them on social media. And you know one thing I do understand, even the people that are donating money to him, just looking at his page, because maybe not me, because I remember going on I look at his page and I'm like, this guy page in a crime scene. How did people fall for this guy? You know what? You know how he gained public, from my understanding. When I look at his page, you know, Nigerians, we're emotional. We put our emotions first before we put our thinking hats on. Because just looking, I went on his Facebook page. Like I said, I didn't really know much about him until when all of this happened. When I went on his Facebook page, just his posting, that I don't know how people can part with their money. Because just from what he posted on Facebook, all the posting he's posting on Facebook, they are concerning posts. If people are not emotional, if people don't put their emotions first, in short, on a normal day, just looking at his Facebook post, you are meant to start, there's a lot of questions to be asked. Because I look the guy, say, this guy now, how did people fall for this guy like this? Hold on, see. On his post, let me see. Look at it. This is October 2025. Let me read what he had there. Tonight, 7.5 million was recovered from nappers in Ibuza, Oshimili, Oshimili North local government area, Delta State. On Thursday, October 23, 2005, Christopher Owa was nabbed in front of his residence at Akwalusi near St. Thomas College, Ibusa. Earlier, I had raised an alert warning residents of Delta North about the resurgence of armed nappers in the area. Today, the victim's family proceed to pay ransom. following threat from the nappers to kpai their loved one if the money was not provided. However, immediately after the payment, through our tech system, health surveillance, we track the nappers in their hideout. A fierce English battle excused between the nappers and the joint team of 63 Brigade Asaba. Let's just say what happened in the bush stays in the bush. Shey una dey hear? Shey una dey hear? And people were bold donating to him for this. You know, yeah, he said what happened in the bush stays in the bush. The question is, what truly happened in the bush? How did they reach out to you? How did they reach out to you that napping happened? And another question that people are not asking is, are these things truly happening? Or is it a stage? Is it a business model? Because how is it that is him they're reaching out to? Why are they not reaching out to police? Exactly, diaspora diva. Why are they not reaching out to police? Then the English one that they carry up and down, where una for see am? Look at how they are donating money. Hey, don't be small salty. The guy even get convoy. See, this is another one. This is October 30th of December 2005. Listen to 2025. Please help identify if you recognize anyone in the recent shop robbery in Asaba. Anyone with useful information should report directly to police or the appropriate body. A reward of 200,000 is available for credible lanes. Our sister, owner of the shop, no be small something. Where is this guy seeing all this information? Because something does not sound right. And the people who are, all these people where they in Facebook page, where they help and they carry weapon, where they do it, where did they steal all of these things from? The guy goes there, the guy goes there flex. Don't be smart, you know.
Pass. 3 man go do one. We don't need crowd. We don't need crowd to do one.
Shengbo.
3 man. This animal in the field. With technology and human being, we go do one.
Shengbo. No be cho. Hey. And people were donating to this guy. How did they? Is it that were people not paying attention to what he was writing? This one now, they say the guy they look forward to getting into politics. He was a former special advisor. Person where they lock for inside prison for napping his own boss. Hey. That's the question now, diaspora diva, because just look, honestly, his page is a crime scene. In a normal society, this guy will not walk free. Anyway, this guy will now go there now, he go dey waka up and down. Hey, this is interesting. Even they display English for him page. Come and see the kind of things he's displaying. He say he get volunteers. Our human rights volunteers, wonderful. Hey, honestly, the page of this guy, I don't know why people cannot see crime that this guy perpetuated. These are all crime. He's even recovering weapons from nappers. Like, he's recovering it as how? So he's hold on, let's even understand. So he actually walks in to these nappers and then he goes to go and have conversation with them. So he's having conversation with them as how? As who? Are there police officers going with him, or is it just a case that he just turns up on his own? Abeg, if you guys have answer, make una call him, make una help me ask, because I'm struggling to understand what this guy is doing. Because okay, he's going to go and meet the nappers and he's negotiating with them. So nappers are actually waiting for him to come into the bush and come and meet them. Hey, this is interesting. This is interesting. Look at him in cars. He's in a car with weapon. He's there busy driving around with weapons as a civilian. Is that how they do it in Nigeria? Seriously? He's even doing charity work. He's there busy giving donations. And these are the things they use to cajole people in Nigeria. See, on the 30th of November, he wrote on his page, "Today marks 10 years since I walked out of prison yard. 4 years of my life were unjustifiable taking, stolen by criminal police officer led by," okay, mention all their name. On the 30th of November 2015, the German gate finally opened. The prison warden led me out after I was discharged by justice. He mentioned in him. Today I celebrate the man I have become. The man you have become, or the man who found his voice in prison. The man prison cage couldn't silence or break. Wonderful. I thank God. Oh my God, they have to thank God. God shall must enter the story. I thank God for his saving grace and my parents who never stopped praying, fighting and believing in my freedom. To everyone who supports me, stood by me and lifted me in prayer, God bless you all. Wonderful. So, was he fully from the look of things, this guy was not rehabilitated, because he's talking as if he went to prison for no reason. Because to the best of my knowledge, now he arranged the napping of Yoga. That was why he ended up going to prison. Hey, oríṣiríṣi lójú títì. And it was after this that he now went and campaign. He now went to go and campaign for election and he did not win. So that means most of the people in the realms of affair or in our politics, there are people, he's actually confirming that there are people of questionable character. Because he's campaigning, he went to campaign for election as how? See, on the 28th of November, this is on his page. Now police pan wine tapper won't buy another family after family member offered 10,000 during negotiation. Yesterday I reported the napping of 2 pan wine tappers. Okay, so he reported it. Let's see. See? Hey. Is this guy a police officer? Because the thing I don't understand again. Nigeria, this is Benuton. This guy goes he doesn't do as he like. Look at him. Any little thing, he will put his account number down. My sister, what do you want make I talk? Because he just be like say because I'm actually looking like an alien. On him page, I said the guy get account number. I went to this, I got this, he go put account number there. Hey, wala wa Nigeria o. See, you see, this is 22nd of November. We've reached a point where everyone must get involved. Your anger is valid, but the moment call for us to stand firmly with the vulnerable among us. Our police officers continue to work under severe limitation, blah, blah, blah. Next thing, my team will remain committed and will continue to give all the support we can. You can donate through a put account number. Safe City Volunteer Foundation. Wonderful. Your contribution will go directly into logistics and essential equipment. And when they donate money, una no dey ask say wetin una dey donate money for. Anyway, for those of you who are very good in donating money, shey una know say if una wan apply for visa to any western country now, everything you do on social media, it has to be recorded. You have to, for your 5-year social media activity, you need to produce it while you are applying for visa. Hey, wonderful wonderment. Any little thing the guy don put account number. Just look at it. Even the one for Kwara State, the guy put account number. Hey, wahala wow. You remember the one wey happen for na Kwara State Eruku? The guy put account number for there. Hey, person say he said they need to buy essential equipment and you are not asking. Una dey donate money give am. Una no dey ask question. Àwọn èèyàn tó yìí máa ṣẹ̀ wọ́n pọ̀. I hope you guys know that in the court of law, you know, ignorance is not an excuse. Look at it. This guy is claiming to go into napping a world. Did they recover? How did they take recover them? Hey, wala. See how the guy goes dey go. He just get oríṣiríṣi videos. So how were people donating money? Because all this thing wey this guy dey record for here na crime scene. These are nothing but crime scene. And people were busy donating money without asking critical questions. Odim. See, even they give update on the 17th of November. He say update on 5 napped victims for Magini Bode, Esako local government, Esako East local government, Edo. The 5 members of family, he named the family, were napped on 1st of November. He can't list their names. Wonderful. He even put account number again. And people just dey donate money. Ekushe Oluwa o. Una well done. Anyway, you see, if you want to do NGO, it's very important that you are accountable. You can't do NGO and not be accountable. It's in Nigeria that people are doing NGO, they are buying Jeep. You are doing NGO, you are living a baby boy and baby girl life. For UK where they stay, if you do that kind of thing, although they not say make you no even do them. When they cash you, you go talk through. Go and ask Ashimolowo. Go and ask, and not be only black people. Oh. Captain Tom Pikin, when Papa raised money during COVID, they go build jacuzzi. When government came after them, that jacuzzi, they brought everything down, and they made them pay. They made them pay the money. They promote them as board of trustees for their papa charity NGO. You can't be collecting public fund and don't want to be accountable. You must be accountable for collecting public funds. And one thing again is, I think people need to learn that someone come on social media to come and make noise. Learn to ask questions. It's very important. Asking critical questions is not a sin. Ask critical questions. Don't just do donating money. That's what they do Yoruba Nation that time. This is happening, that is happening. They put all of them want go fund me. People just they donate. Before you know what they happen, I want to rally. Because there's no accountability. Look at justice for Mohbad too. See all of them. You know, say as they do go for me, they raise money anyhow. And they will spend the money anyhow because they got it free. Something up, let's come and raise money. What are you raising money for? The person who you are raising the money for, who is that person? What did they need the money for? Now, very dark man don't come out now, don't bust the guy. And he said there's still a lot that he has to say. But the question is, someone like Harrison, who is well documented, that there's concerns about his character. Why is he at the aim of affair? Of public trust? Go back, those of you who is donors, go back and look at his page. Stop being emotional. Go and look at his page. Everything about that guy screams crime. Insane. I'm even surprised that people abroad, people in diaspora are part of his donors. What are you donating money for? Somebody go just come. Nappers they nap. Have you verified the videos? How come he's the one that they are contacting? Why are they not contacting the police? Because from what he was saying, he claimed that when he's going there, himself and police, they all carry themselves together. So he's going with police as who? A lot is not making sense from what I can see about him. A lot is not making sense. But then when you ask questions, and this is the problem, in Nigeria, we don't like people asking critical questions. All we like is, it's our brother, it's our sister. I know when they first arrested him, there are a lot of people that came out. Yeah, celebrities, the likes of them, Ricardo, all of them came out. We stand with you. We do this with you. Sheuna, I don't clear now. And there's always problem. Even ordinary simple money, there's always something about him and money. Person when looking on oga, when napping on oga, he plan he stage on oga napping. Why do you think he's somebody that is to be trusted? And this whole NGO thing, somebody will just come to you. Oh yeah, come and donate. We are running food bank. We are doing this. We are doing that. Learn to ask questions. It's very easy to drive emotions. There was a time I remember on social media, people will come, my child is kinika, he has not eaten. My child is sick. Now so they go carry picture because they know what to do. They know how to drive the traffic. Why are they driving traffic? Clearly, this guy knows what to do. He knows how to drive the emotion. And he's there. If you are someone who take a step back, just watching this video, you should be asking yourself questions. I remember when Very Dark Man too did his own video. I think when people donated money too for his NGO, and he claimed that the money was missing, although he said he was joking. But on a good day, that was an expensive joke. Nigerians, please, let's learn to ask right questions. Don't just be carried away with emotions. Let's learn to be asking questions. There is no harm in being critical. There is no harm in putting a critical lens on something. There is no harm in scrutinizing. Don't let us be doing this. My brother is my sister. This is what has gotten us to where we are. Now, my brother and my sister, if this guy, if I'm sure there were people who were questioning him, but they were suppressing the voice, most likely. If people ask the right question, maybe this guy would have been well cautioned. Integrity matters a lot, oh. Whatever you do, integrity matters a lot. Look at him now. He's shalaying up and down. He said so much in 20 minutes without saying nothing. Evidence is no fit judge. They do cut and join show. What a country. Should we really say we have a country? Is this one na Tinubu na do this one? Leadership na wowo, NGO na wowo, church itself na wowo. Who then do you trust? People come on social media, they come and drive empty emotions. What a country. And Nigerian government, it is high time you start regulating the system. Because all these people, they are all of them are going, they are opening their NGOs. Because everybody is looking for survivor. It's all about how can I blow. This kind of boy now, I go blow. Now carry and become so greedy. Oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I'm doing this for you don't have to do. There's no law that says you have to do charity as full time. Everybody get NGO. Everybody they do NGO. Even when they don't even have a clue, they are doing NGO. And CAC, is it not high time you guys start scrutinizing people who are coming to register their businesses? What are they registering? What is it about their business that they are registering? What kind of business are they doing? Do you guys not do your due diligence check? Wow. Anyway, let's see as the movie continues to unfold. Very Dark Man says he has more evidence to show. But so far so good. Hey, Harrison no get mouth to talk. For those who are supporting him, Harrison no get mouth at all. He doesn't even have a place to exonerate himself. Because everything he's saying is just gibberish. What if Very Dark Man too was greedy? It took Very Dark Man to expose him. And there's some blogs that are there. What is Very Dark Man doing? People are beginning to take side. They are tearing it apart. When something is not right in our society, let's all come together and talk about it. Let's all come together and highlight the concerns. Let's stop doing I take side, I don't take side. Let's all come together and chastise and talk about the ills in the society. That's how things work. That's how we're able to have a better society. We want a good Nigeria. But we're very selective on how to manage concerns when they are raised. Look at those pastors too. All the bad thing that they are doing, there are still people who are still there. Let's leave them to God to judge. And it just becomes normal. And the pastors now feel invisible. Harrison too, I'm sure. My God will judge you. Now can I carry us which way we did so? Anyway, we'll continue to watch it as it unfolds. I'll see you all tomorrow morning. Thank you all for staying with me. I'll see you all tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, I want to come and I want to talk about the interview that was done today by Auntie Aduni, the exclusive interview. We analyze it tomorrow, okay? I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a wonderful, wonderful night. Good night. Bye.